$400 a month, sign here. The customer says, hey man, Evan, I don't know, man. I want to be at the 400, but I really wanted to be there on 60. This is going to be the close. Evan brings in a pencil to me, okay? The payment's $400 a month. And let's say it's on 84 months. Anybody finance 84 Easies in their store? Let's just say it's on 84 months, 400, right? Customer's like, I want to be at 400 a month. Evan's like, done. He comes back in, guys, great news, got you set up, the 400, we're good to go. Let's just say that's how it went down. 84 months, 400 a month, sign here. The customer says, hey man, Evan, I don't know, man. I want to be at the 400, but I really wanted to be there on 60 months. You ever had somebody say, I don't want to go that long?
Yeah.
Okay, the objection is I don't want to go that long. So I don't want to finance for that long of a term, but I don't want my payment to go up. You feel me?
Okay.
Cool. Hey, I appreciate it. Listen, Evan, look, I like the 400, but I was really hoping that it was going to be on 60 months. I don't want my payment to go up, but I don't want to go 84
Andy,
months.
you didn't just like the 400, you love the 400. You told me all day long, Evan, I got to be at 400, right? I got you there. And also, Andy, you like the car. It literally did everything. Remember when you showed up? Just remember, you showed up, kids are jumping in it, they're getting in and out of the car, they're jacked up, they're like, Dad's making a decision to buy the car today. We're getting excited. We're going to go on trips in this car. We're so excited. Just picture that, Andy. Just picture that, right? So listen, we got to 400, right? Maybe it's just a little touch longer term, but I guarantee you, listen, 80% of my customers, 80% of them do the 84-month term. Listen, you could pay it off early too if you want. But by the way, Andy, your last vehicle, you kept it for 4 years. You kept it for 4. So this is actually, if you want to trade it in a little earlier, just come back to me, Andy, you can trade it in. But let's get you to go home and enjoy that vehicle with those beautiful kids and that nice family. And let's just move forward, baby. Come on, Andy.
Okay,
come
grab
on.
the brother. Listen, remember what he said. Hold on. Remember what he said. Grab the brother. I want you to remember. Can you guys remember what he said? Okay, come on, bring him in. Bring him in. Don't forget. This is a big one. All right, Ian, here's what we got here. You told me on the lot you wanted to be at 400 a month, right? So the idea of it is that you as a salesperson, you go into your manager, he's like, where do they want to be? You said 400. He's like, dude, I can wrap up that deal right now at 84 months, 400 a month, go shake their hand. You come in and the customers, this is gonna be the objection, I don't want to finance for that long of a term, okay?
Okay.
But also, I don't want my payment to go up. So it's like, Evan, or Ian.
Say that again.
Evan, I like the $400 payment.
Okay.
But I don't want to go 84 months.
Oh, perfect.
I really
Makes
want to
sense.
keep it at 60 months.
Hey, Andy, I completely understand. I mean, I get exactly where you're coming from. Look, the fact that you have a payment at $400 a month at 84 months, it's actually a luxury. Look, I do have a 96-month term. You should consider that if you qualify for it, because what if something happens? What if something changes? Wouldn't you agree that you'd like to have the lowest payment possible, affordable in your budget right now? That way, if something does change, you don't ever have to worry about it. Let me see if I can even qualify you for the 96-month term. Shoot, we might even be able to go 120, buddy. Don't worry about it. But 84, dude, you're solid. Don't worry about it. And by the way, hey, Andy, one thing, most people are gonna pay it off before the 84 months, so you don't even have to worry about paying the full 84 months. You told me that you're smart with your money. I know that's probably your wife and not just you. I mean, that's how it is. We date up, right? Not down, we date up, right? So the fact that you got 84 months, the fact that you got $400 a month, don't worry about it. Apply some tax money to it, and then let's just move forward, cool?
Okay, watch this.
Done.
All right, everybody pick. Evan went first, Ian went second.
Come on, Team Evan.
All right, here we go, guys. Evan went
was a
first.
close one.
Evan went first, hands.
Come on, guys. Don't show some hands.
Hold on.
There we
Yes!
go.
Yes!
Come on, guys.
I felt it.
Okay,
felt
hold
it.
on.
Cool,
Hold
we
on.
have to kick
All
through.
right.
Jay, you're just raising your hand now, okay? Here, Jay.
That's my boy, Jay.
Where's something
Fucking
harder?
love you, Jay.
I need a brick. There we go.
Ian.
There we go. Yeah, baby. Come on, baby.
All
It's coming
right.
down to it. It's coming down to it. Woo!
All right, guys, here's what we're gonna do, okay? It's 4:45. We're gonna do 2 more of these. And
Tiebreaker, one more for tiebreaker.
okay, well, actually, you know what? Let's do 1 more for a tiebreaker. 1 more, and then we'll hand. But this is it. This is the last one. But I want to teach this one for a minute, okay? Look, let me ask you a question. What do closers do? Closers ask great questions. Am I right?
Let's go.
Hey, listen, I don't want to finance for a term that long. Hey, let me ask you a question, okay? If you were going in to buy a house, do you guys currently own a home? Do you own a home? If you're going in to buy a house, right? But if you qualified for a better rate on a longer term, right? a better rate, would you finance the longer term and then just pay extra on it if you wanted to and keep the lower payment through the year? Would you? Okay, we don't always have to put the pressure on ourselves to make a bigger payment. I know you want to go a shorter term, but look, the rates don't shift, the rates don't change. Lending is great. Wouldn't it make sense to keep a smaller payment and then pay it off as fast as you want? Look, I've looked at your average trade cycle and I talked to you earlier. You trade your cars every 3 years. Look, don't you want to get the nicest model when you trade and keep the lowest payment possible in the nicest model? And then we leverage the bank's money to do that at great rates, right? That's what we're doing here. I'm doing exactly what you wanted. That's it. Guys, listen to me. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Everybody say it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
It's only a big deal when you make it a big deal.
No big deal.
That's the truth. It's only a big deal when you make it a big deal. Guy says, hey man, I don't want to do that.
No big deal.
You know what? No big deal.
No big deal.
Guys, listen, let me ask you this. Do you have a house right now? How long did you finance your house for? 10 years? No. You did 10?
Yeah.
Right. Why didn't you do 10? Payment was too big, wasn't it?
Ooh. Go ahead and sign here. Got him.
Okay, write that down. Guy says, I don't want to finance for that long a term. You guys may say, I haven't had this objection all year. Sell more cars, you'll get it more often. Okay? I'm sorry, if you're selling 8 cars a month, I get it. But we're trying to take you to 80. So our goal is that when you're selling more sleds, you're gonna start running across a little bit more challenges.
Yep.
Okay? Guess what? Guy says what? I don't want to finance that long. Cool, man, no problem. Hey, how long did you guys finance your house for right now? By the way, I can always ask the managers. Guys, a question that I always ask, this is just something. Your managers may be cool with you, they may not be cool. I assure you if you do a really good job, your managers will start to be cooler and cooler and cooler to you and they'll tell you stuff. I'm going in on a pencil, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna take this in. Hey, let me ask you a question. This is on 84, this is on 72, no problem. I wanna ask a question real quick. What's the longest they've ever financed a vehicle before? He looks on their credit and he's like, by the way, if your manager don't like you, he'll be like, you, doesn't matter, take it in there. Guys, you're gonna have to build a relationship with your manager. Bring him an energy drink a day. An energy drink a day may allow him to open up to you and share some information with you, right? And by the way, you may ask him, you just say, hey, let me ask you, what's the longest you've ever paid on a car for? And I know that sounds silly, but I just think they're gonna bitch a little bit about the term. So I just wanna have some ammunition. Your manager will be like, okay, I get it now why you wanna know. Okay, in 2016, they financed 96 months with Bayview. Okay, cool. You see that out there. You go in there, you lay the pencil down, and they're like, oh man, the payment's a little too high. I can say, well, the deal is in the fact I know that you've bought vehicles for 96 months and even longer. I noticed in 2016, you financed the vehicle for 96 months with Bayview, right? Look, if you could pay your vehicles off faster, wouldn't it be worth it to pay a bigger payment? Yeah, remember when you traded that one back in 2016? Probably was kind of ugly, wasn't it? An all interest loan, basically, towards the beginning. We don't want to get into that. This is going to be your better way to go, but you are also getting enough term to not have too big of a payment. Okay? This is your best way. You see that? Now I can talk to them. Okay? Remember this. Some of you guys in here, your managers, you're going to have to earn the right to ask questions. Okay? In the beginning, you're going to ask questions. They don't have to answer them. You earn it. They'll answer them when they feel like you're intelligent enough to have them. Now, some of you guys are already there right now. You just may not be asking the questions that you should be asking them, so you can preload yourself and understand the situation a little bit better. It's called playing chess, okay? Right? Just think about it, okay? But anyways, great job, great job. Hey, let's go to this word track real quick. Okay, so look at this. I don't want to finance for a term that long. Watch, I understand you don't want to finance a longer term. The good news is there's no prepayment penalty on this loan. The interest rate is the same on any given term. So the bank's actually giving you the luxury of keeping a smaller payment, and you can always pay it off earlier if you want. You see that word luxury? That's a big word. That's a great word. You're having the luxury of keeping a smaller payment, and then if you want to pay extra, do it. You know what I'm saying? Look, if you want to set it on a shorter term, I'm totally cool with it. I just thought through Christmas and months like that, it'd be cool to have a smaller payment, right? But we can do it the other way. I just think this one's easier, and then pay extra if you want. Let's just do it that way. Is that cool? Yeah, let's just do it that way. Like make them do it. Push them. Okay? Momentum. Build momentum. Build momentum.